Hi, you're watching IABM TV. Excuse me, it's important to keep hydrated at events like NAB here in Las Vegas. I'm here on the Clear-Com stand, and I'm going to go and talk to the president of Clear-Com, Bob Boster. See you in a minute. So sustainability is clearly a massive issue for the broadcast and media industry at the moment. How are Clear-Com responding to this desire for a more sustainable future?
Well, there's a lot of things that Clear-Com does for sustainability, but the most important thing is that we really work very hard to allow customers to evolve their systems so that they don't have to fill the trash can, if you like, or the dumpster with working equipment that they're replacing to upgrade. So our real goal in our development path is to provide people a possibility of putting new things into their system to add additional capabilities, expand the capabilities of their system to address their current needs, while still utilizing as much of their existing kit as possible. We have so many customers who have equipment in their system that might be 20 plus years old, and backwards compatibility, especially within our analog party line systems, is one of the really key elements to that, to allow somebody to expand, add wireless functionality, add IP functionality, but if they still have a perfectly good, well-working system, why replace it? And we manage that concept, if you like, across all of our development efforts in different areas, different parts of the development strategy. When we bring in a new functionality, we think very much about, okay, how can somebody add this to an existing system, as opposed to how are we going to get somebody to replace their entire system with it. And that's, I think, our most compelling value proposition there. Having a system that, for almost all of our customers using multiple products of ours, really facilitates that as well. People have wireless alongside wired, very often IP alongside that. So having those kind of mixed platforms makes it even more important for us to be able to offer that capability.
There's always got to be a balance between cost and sustainability, but are there ways to save the planet and save money at the same time?
I'm not sure I can qualify. I'm qualified to speak to whether or not we can save the planet or not, but I do think that it's very possible to be sustainability minded. Clear-Com is a lean business. We follow lean principles in our manufacturing facility. Many people know, but in case people don't, Clear-Com builds our products ourselves in our own plant in Carlsbad, California. So we manufacture under our own roof. And so we're able to use lean principles, which reduces waste, increases efficiency, really is thinking very carefully about how to optimize from utilization of resources like electricity, like water, like packaging, all of those materials. And also, additionally, one or more fewer shipping cycles in our product offering than almost anyone else who's using an outside contract manufacturer, because of course we're getting this material in a component level, we're populating the boards, building it up from scratch, and then we ship it out as needed from our facility, as opposed to somebody collecting all that material at a contract manufacturing site, then shipping it to the manufacturer, who then has to warehouse it and then add an entirely additional shipping cycle to the process. So there's a lot of ways that we reduce costs, and we pass those cost reductions on to our customers as well. We do that to stay competitive, but we also do that because we want people to think about us as being their default solutions and being the right priced solution. Not necessarily the least expensive solution, but for the value proposition of what we're delivering, the right price solution really pays off, we think, for our end users and also for the planet.
So tell me about the steps that Clear-Com and your parent company, HME, are taking to be sustainable yourselves. Can you give us some tangible examples of that?
The best and the most tangible plans, I think, are things that we've done as part of our move into our new facility, our new factory in Carlsbad, which was, I guess now 5 years ago or 4.5 years ago. And in that facility, we put in solar on the roof, so we generate a lot of our own energy right there on site. That extends out into the parking areas as well, so we're using solar over the parking structures. We use natural water processing for runoff and wastewater, so we use bioswales in the parking lot to facilitate capture of water into groundwater. We are very conscious of our cardboard waste and other shipping material waste processes, and then of course everything from the electrical production of electronic material that is recyclable, we do recycle. So a lot of that is standard business practice, being a business based in California. Some of that is mandated by the government, some of it is just sensible business practices, but all of those are part of our story and something we're happy to share with people if that's something that compels them. We try to send that message where the message is appropriate and desired, as opposed to sort of pontificating about how great we are in the ways we're doing that, because we feel there's still more to do. We're always moving down that pathway, but the documentation of our continued efforts to make ourselves more efficient and be more sustainable overall is something we have as an ongoing effort.
Bob, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. And that's it from us for now. Make sure you check out our other videos at iabmimpact.com. See you soon.